theme music. Are they gonna flag on freaking YouTube and be like, "Yo, you
Hey,
can't use this"?
hey, I'm Jay Money. Hey, Jay Money, Kelly, and Skee, man. Hey, we find the music, Kelly. You know how it is. We got to start it off with the vibes, with the intro, man. It's Monday Night Football with Kelly Stewart and Skee. What's up with you, Kelly? Everything cool with you?
Life is good. I just got back from Detroit. Had a great time. We did this event at the Barstool Sportsbook Friday night. We did like an iCasino, which was hilarious because you're literally like playing roulette on your phone. And there I am, like over there tapping random numbers, having a blast. Yesterday went overall really well, except betting against the Lions in Detroit was not where I wanted to be to watch that game. I kept getting booed. Vikings luckily got the win for my fantasy team, or excuse me, my survivor team. But the Lions did get the cash. My best bet, Green Bay won. Broncos, I don't know how they won that game last night. I had Broncos plus 1.5, had them in a bunch of teasers. I have no idea how they won that game, but I will take it and just pretend like I'm never going to bet them again.
Hey, we like cash. We like cash, right, Skee? What's up with you, my brother?
Hey, I'm doing well. NFL's been treating me nice. My top play won each week so far. I think the Ravens in week 1, 49ers week 2, and Bengals week 3. So hopefully we can keep that going. NFL, I think I'm like 61%. So I'm excited. I know NBA's around the corner, but NFL's treating me nice. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. We ain't talking about the NBA just yet, but we're gonna talk about some NFL guys. But it's Monday Night Football. We got the Giants here. This line was at 3, right? And then now it's been hit down to 1. So some money coming in on the Cowboys here. Cooper Rush, damn, they're looking better than Dak Prescott out there. So now they head on the road, though. They are coming off a big win as well here, Kelly. How you looking at this game? Do you think the Giants can get it done at the house?
There's so many different narratives here. I don't like to see that money coming in on the Cowboys if you like the Giants. Brian Dable has been great. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for, to get some new teams in the mix, right? Like, look at the Jags coming out hot. Look at the Texans fighting hard. These other teams that you aren't expecting to go out and win football games. Eagles just absolutely throttling their opponents. Giants just kind of going to be quietly 3-0 maybe after tonight. But my problem is in their 2 games, they had to like play so hard in the fourth quarter, and they didn't win those games easily. Now we're asking them to be small favorites to a divisional rival, backup quarterback. Maybe Saquon is going to have something good. I think Andy Lang just sent our girl Ruby a prop bet on him tonight over on the Wager Talk Instagram. So if you want that one for free, go over there, check that out at Wager Talk on Instagram. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to get involved in this game. As I was telling you guys before we started, I'm kind of scared. I got the Panthers, Falcons, Green Bay, and Broncos. I got 4 teasers, and guess who they all happen to close out with? The Dallas Cowboys. So here I am, prime time, asking the Dallas Cowboys just to keep it respectable. Come on, guys, just lose by a touchdown. Life will be good. That scares the crap out of me. Monday night, dogs have not been great. New York has not won a primetime game in years. So think about on the other side, is Micah Parsons going to come in hot for Danny Dimes? Yeah, I think he is. Right now, we know he's made it hell for opposing quarterbacks. He's got 4 sacks in their first 2 games. We'll see. Giants, if they can protect Jones, we'll see. We'll see if they can win this game. I'm just going to take the easy way out and just say, all right, listen, I just got to cheer for a close NFC East game.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. What's up with you, Skee? We at Skee's house right now, guys. You had noticed we had to come to Skee's house. So we had to come through and gas up with Skee one time. But what's up with you, Skee? How you looking at this game tonight, my brother?
Well, I agree. Parsons should get after it, especially with that Giants offensive line. So it's tough. I don't love this game, but if I'm gonna play it, I look at Dallas so far. They held Brady and Burrow under 20 points in the first 2 games. And now you're going to go up against Daniel Jones. I think they can do it again. The team total is 19.5 at even money. The Giants, all they're going to do is run the ball. So I like an under some way, shape, or form, whether it's maybe a first half under, full game under, team total under. And if I had to bet aside, I think Cooper Rush has shown, he's serviceable. He was on prime time, I remember last year, and he was good. He got him a win in the last game. So it'll be Cowboys for me, or probably the team total under for the Giants at 19.5.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. It's a tough game for me, guys. I know I'm here in Texas. I like to say I lean the Giants. This is what I like to do.
Wait, I
I
have to
like to
ask.
take.
I've never asked this, Jay. Are you a Cowboys fan? Did you grow up a Cowboys
I'm
fan?
not a Cowboys fan. I'm
Okay.
not a Cowboys fan. I know that the whole world likes them, like that, like they're America's team or whatever. But I never really. I'm not a huge fan of Jerry Jones. Let me put it that way. I did. I was a big. I know that like when I was like in the early '90s, there was the dynasty. But ever since he got rid of Jimmy Johnson, it's just been a nightmare ever since then. Literally, and they hadn't won in the playoffs ever since then either. So, but regardless of this one, man, it's a tough game because they're coming off a big game. Obviously, where they won it with their defense, but we look at the Bucs offense isn't necessarily super potent, right? That's what we've seen so far out of the first 2 weeks, and the Bengals were struggling as well. So, and Parsons is not 100% right now as well, guys. So, a little inside info. I know he's questionable. He's probably going to play, but he has a little illness. He's a little banged up as well, guys. So, I know a lot of people are literally betting the game simply put on Parsons. Now they take the show on the road. It's a tough game for me. And the Giants have double revenge from the previous year. So in saying that, I only look towards the divisional team with the double revenge from last year. I can only take that team or I stay off. So it's Giants or nothing for me in this game, but I am probably going to stay off this game. They do have some other easy opponents coming up where they could still stack up wins and still possibly lose this game. It's a huge game for the Cowboys as well in the division, right? They're trying to keep afloat while Prescott is injured, and they could possibly do it. It's a toss-up game, guys. I stay off type of games like this, Kelly. I can literally see it going either way. But do you understand what I'm saying about the double revenge from last year in the division?
So it's always interesting because you're right. And this is where Ralph Michaels comes in so clutch, where I'm like, hey, Ralph, can you pull up these data points so that I can get an actual set of numbers to quantify if this is going to be a play or not? I agree with you guys. I don't think this is a strong play tonight, but now that Skee brought up the under, now I'm looking at that going, wait, not only have primetime unders been cashing really good, Cowboys last 14 primetime games, 11-3 to the under. I do have my concerns. Like you said, Michael Parsons is questionable. I do think he's going to play, and I do still think he will get pressure on Danny Dimes. But I now have to wonder if they are just going to try to run the ball a ton, both sides. This under, it almost looks like a dead-on under game, which kind of concerns me when all signs point that way. But right now, current total, sitting here going, all right, maybe 39 is 39 for a reason. I mean, Ralph talks about that kind of stuff all the time on his TNA segments on Twitter. This is like, don't overthink it. Just take the under.
Yeah, facts, Skee. Who's scoring the points in this game, my brother? Is Cooper Rush going off in this one, man?
I don't think anybody's going off. But what Kelly was saying just makes me think, with the backup quarterback, that's probably what they want to do too. They want to come in and, keep it conservative. Just make sure you don't make any mistakes. And we already know what the Giants want to do. So maybe even first half under for that reason.
Yeah, that's a good point there. It'd be interesting to see. I can't wait to watch this. Can't wait to watch this game. It's definitely be a scrappy game. It may not be like high flying, a ton of scoring, but it is a pretty low total as well, guys. So it's usually I stay off those totals, man. I never.
Jay, it cannot be any worse than last night. Last night's game, I was on the plane back from Detroit, just like, oh my! The people next to me had to think I was crazy. I was like getting so frustrated. I had the Broncos +1 and the teaser. I'm like, they're going to lose by 2, like just horrific quarterback play on both sides. Like even Jimmy G didn't look great. There's a couple nice down the field passes, but I'm with you. I think that what Mark McCarthy will do with Cooper Rush tonight is keep him, right? He's been on the practice team, he's practiced with the second team forever, right? You're going to have a couple of his guys come in and out that he's got some familiarity with. He's been there for long enough. I think that the Cowboys defense is what really helped them beat the Bengals yesterday. If you watch the Jets Bengals game, good call, best bet by Jay on that one. In our pick 5, we did go 5-0 in the circuit contest. Our team did last week, so shout out to that. Even though I was trashing Perez, both of his picks won. Whether it would have been Ravens or it was Jags, didn't matter. So congrats to him. But full disclosure, the Bengals finally were able to protect Burrow just a little bit better, just to give him that extra step or that extra second of time. And I think that that's something that when you play mediocre defenses, you're going to have. And so keep an eye on that going forward as far as how quarterbacks are going to be pressured. And if the Bengals are playing a really good defense, maybe bet the other side. But because they were playing the Jets, Jay Money had the perfect read on that one.
double trifecta spot. I mean, I'm just saying, who the fuck does that? Gives out a double trifecta spot in NFL, man. But I'm just saying. But Skee, any other thoughts on this game, and then maybe we can get some early thoughts for next week's game, my brother.
Nah. What you guys said about the snooze fest last game? Yeah, I went to dinner, and this game could possibly be a snooze fest as well. So,
all right, you better make some good dinner plans then tonight. If you think it's gonna be a snooze fest, like just sit there, like look up, oh, another punt, oh, missed field goal.
Shout out to my guy Sam in Houston, man. That's my guy out there, man. The guy's he's probably got every single one of the shirts, man. One of them, a few of them twice, man. But shout out to my guy Sam. But yeah, nothing for me on this one. Double revenge spot from last year, especially in the division. I only could take that team, especially at the house as well. They are kind of riding high. Obviously, we know. I mean, the Giants maybe they do deserve to be 3-0, but it's a tough spot, especially with the Cowboys coming off a big win as well. They could win. It's a tough one for me, man. I definitely don't like to force anything, but you guys looking at anything for next week, Skee? Anything? I know anything you got your eyes on, my brother?
I want to talk about Kelly was just talking about the Bengals. That's the Thursday night game. You see the line open -1.5. It's already up to 3 for the Bengals. And I think, that's just because Miami's in a tough spot. They just had that big game. Now they got to play on a short week again on the road. Bengals might be in another good spot on Thursday. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm with you. They could be in a good spot. Miami can't really do a ton defensively. I'm not going to say that they're a bad defense. Cincinnati here, it's going to be an interesting mix. I think that the 3-0 Dolphins, though, now have the public love, right? And whenever that happens, the bookmakers are going, all right, guys, come on. We're gonna take all that money. I think you got to lay 3 here with Seattle or pass. I'm excited to have a good Thursday game for a change. Usually they're hot garbage games. This one looks like it could be really awesome. I probably won't get involved, but Skee, I'm with you. I do think that Bengals catching points at home may change that primetime home dog narrative that we haven't really seen yet this year. They are laying 3.
They're laying 3.
That's my fault. I got no, I just can't read today. Don't mind me. It's a Monday. I haven't even finished my coffee yet. Skee.
I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
You really are at Skee's house.
If I gas up with you guys at Skee's house, I'm taking a nap right here. So
I like Cincy. I put a little something on Cincy on Thursday night, guys. It was 2. So it opened up at 1.5, and then it went to 2.5. Now it's up to 3. The 3s are juice, guys. So if you like Cincinnati, you want to take them now because when it started 3 -115, it's gonna be heading to 3.5. There's questions that. I mean, I'm not just saying, but Tua may not even fucking play. And he probably they had to get checked for a concussion. The NFL is investigating, like, why did they, put him back out there as well? So they may like force him to go through the protocols and may miss Thursday night's game, but regardless.
No, you're right, because it is a short week. That's a very good point, Jay. And maybe that's why we are seeing this line get bet up so quickly, because that was really strange. I totally was like, oh, Tua's done. I had no skin in the game, so not that I didn't care. Obviously, he was hurt, but I just meant like I didn't care to keep watching the game. And I look back up, and I'm like, wait, Tua's back in? And they said, yeah, he didn't have a concussion. I'm like, sure looked like he had a concussion, but okay. So that's a very good point. It could be like a Justin Herbert type situation where maybe even you don't want him to play because if you're banged up or you're not 100%, you can't give it your all. That's tough.
Yeah, Skee, he had his back wrapped afterwards. I was reading that he had a big smile on his face, but he did have his back iced and shit. So, regards concussion and banged up, regards to that, somewhat not gonna say a fluky 3-0. Obviously, the Bengals gonna need to step up. Shit, I mean, because even versus the Jets, there was a few times they went 3 and out, selling for field goals and shit. So they're gonna have to turn up as well. But this is a spot for them that they could possibly thrive in. What you think about this one?
I'm in. I'm sold. I like it. I think it's a good enough spot for me to, put my money down on it. And with the Tua thing, I mean, yeah, that was crazy to see him go back in. And he went back in and did good, though. So I don't know how much I can say as far as, if they should have kept him out. But on Thursday, I'll be on Cincy. I'll tell you that right now. I want to ask you guys one more question. And you tell me if I'm wrong for this, but what the hell are the Lions doing laying 6.5? Are they that type of team to be laying a touchdown?
They've covered 3 games in a row. I'm telling you, I was just in Detroit. Everybody loves them.
Yeah, they cover games. I'm kind of with Skee. I hadn't looked too deep into that game, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not betting Seattle, bro. I mean, fuck. Good God. I'm looking at the total. I could. Yeah, I might be on Lions trifecta team total over. Simple. First quarter, first half, full game. I don't give a fuck who covers. Simple. Seattle's defense is. Did you see how the Falcons run up and down the field?
Yeah, like I said, I had the Falcons in a teaser. I didn't think the Falcons would go in there and win that game. I thought the line looked fishy, but I was like, you know what? I'll take it here. And you're right. That Seattle defense is suspect. But yes, Skee, to answer your question, is that insane to see the Lions laying that kind of points? I mean, the Lions were dogs for like 3 years in a row outside of like one or two pick 'em type games. That one's interesting. And I also think Minnesota – 2.5-point favorites in New Orleans is almost downright disrespectful. I get it. The Saints did not look good against Atlanta. They came back and won. They definitely didn't look good in the second half versus the Bucks. And now they lose to the lowly Panthers and they're home dogs. I like this Vikings team.
That game is in that game is overseas. Where is it? It's like in
that's going to be in London.
Yeah, it's in London. Yeah,
and it's early on a Monday for me, so I haven't done a whole lot of work yet. But you are absolutely right. That is that 9:30 London game.
The Saints, Michael Thomas banged up. Obviously, Winston is banged up, and I believe Olave as well. So they got a couple star receivers banged up, and the fucking quarterback. I don't know. They do have the defense though, but
Jameis is hurt though. You're so right. Jameis is so hurt. But I'm not gonna lie, Kirk. I backed him yesterday. They were my one loser. I said, everybody stop overreacting to Primetime Kirk on Monday. He's going to be fine. And Primetime Kirk sure came back again on Sunday because there were some really terrible throws by him. Remember, this Saints defense is still a really solid unit. I know Jameis is 50-50, but man.
All I was going to say is I don't know if they need Sean Payton or what. I think they got to prove it to me first a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point there. Any other looks, man, for NFL Week 4, my brothers and sisters? Kelly, any other looks?
I'm probably going to be on the Bucks Sunday night. Even though I joke about Tom Brady in prime time, Kansas City coming off that loss in Indianapolis. I said it, yet I wussed out. Even when it hit 4.5, I was like, oh my God, they're going to lose this game. And I was like, you're insane. I didn't even troll the Chiefs fans after because I kind of felt so bad. Like, imagine losing to the Colts. That was probably like their low point. But this is a Bucks team that I've been betting against the last couple of weeks. As a favorite, especially on the road, I don't like the Bucks. Now, as an underdog at home, I get it. They have been very inept offensively. They've only scored 4 offensive touchdowns. I get it. Kansas City's a powerhouse, bounce back spot. I don't know how I'm not going to take the 3 with Tom in prime time. I actually was supposed to go to this game, but now it looks like I might be going to the Packers game. New England at Green Bay. Green Bay laying 11 is nuts, Damn. But that's just because no Mac Jones. So
yeah, it just went up. It went up a lot. I just saw 6. It was 6 yesterday. So you got to be on top of this shit. It was 6.
Oh yeah, but the second Twitter or Instagram or whoever says that a player is out, everybody's immediately going to go bet it, right? And then or the bookmaker's going to already overadjust. That's the interesting part there. I don't know if I'm really willing to lay double digits with Aaron Rodgers. But we'll see. But I think I'm going to go to that game now because we're going to go to the game here. My boyfriend's putting up hurricane shutters right now, so if you guys hear loud banging behind me.
You know what, Skee? The way I look at games, anything else that you're looking at, but just like maybe there might be value on the New England side.
Overreaction. Who is their backup quarterback? Have they even named one yet?
I think Bailey Zapp, if I ain't mistaken. Western Kentucky. No, maybe not him. It's somebody, man.
Brian Hoyer.
But who else? Who is the other young guy that they have?
Yeah, they drafted Bailey Zappi this year. But it's gonna. Man, but you know, Bill likes to develop quarterbacks, and I guarantee he's gonna go with Brian Hoyer because he's a veteran quarterback. He knows the system. That's just what it's gonna be. Bill does not mess around too much, so I think that's what we'll see. Really interesting though, because Brian Hoyer's been a journeyman. So you're right. You're right, Jay. There may be a big overreaction there. I bet there's not a big drop off.
And it's a letdown spot for Green Bay off that huge game. Come from Tampa Bay. Watch. They'll win that game by 7 points.
Yeah, I mean, that was my best bet. Everybody's like, oh, they don't win in the state of Florida. I'm like, okay, well, I need everybody to relax. Like, I understand that they don't win in Florida, but this line is ridiculous.
They're going to win by 7 points.
Probably. They'll probably win closer to the opening line. Something stupid. Yep. Late field goal.
They probably win the
6.
They probably win by 6. Yeah. Well, Skee, any other thoughts, my brother? I can't wait to dive into this shit.
Yeah, there's another game I like that I'm looking at. I kind of agree with the line move on the total and disagree with the line move on the spread. Cleveland and Atlanta. They've shown they've been able to score on, what was it? They scored on the Saints defense, I think. I don't know. They've been able to put up points every single week, and their defense has been giving it up too. They gave up 31, they gave up 27, and even Seattle, as bad as their offense is, they put up 23 on them too. And the Browns, I just think they'll be able to run all over them. So if I see both sides putting up points,
Atlanta 3-0 against the spread, everybody's gonna want to back Atlanta yet again. I kind of don't blame them, but I see what you're saying, Skee. This is Atlanta. I think Atlanta has kind of turned a page here. I think Arthur Smith's doing a good job. I think he's trying to change the culture, and I think them getting rid of Matt Ryan said it all. Matt Ryan's probably the problem. Maybe he wasn't yesterday, but clearly the first couple weeks is really interesting to think about because Mariota looks good. I have no complaints about what I've seen from Mariota this far.
Yeah.
Skee, you was thinking about the over or what?
Yeah, I like over. It's up to 48 now, but I still think it gets up and over that number. And I'm not going to be with everybody on Atlanta. I like the Cleveland side a little better. I think, my opinion, I think their defense is better than Atlanta. If you want to disagree with me, you could disagree. And I trust their run game to be more consistent. So if I'm playing that game, I'm going to be laying or betting the over. So that's what I'm looking into.
Facts right there. No, hey, I'm liking it. Yeah, in the chat, guys, post in the chat what you're liking as well. I know a lot of people don't really look into advance like that. Really, I feel like if you're waiting till Sunday morning to bet the games, you're kind of in last place. I mean, don't get the twist. You can get that's when you have all the info, but that's when all the info is built into the line as well, guys. So. But contrarian spot of the week might be the Patriots next week, the double digits, and they have all week to get the quarterback that they're going to start ready as well. Yeah, I like that. I might be on the Patriots there, but I got some other looks that I'm looking at, just checking some injuries and stuff. Obviously, we'll be back live on Thursday with the official plays for week 4, my guys. So hey, I always say subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that notifications bell so you always get the get the notification when we're going live. But Kelly, any other thoughts on tonight's game, or if you want to give us drop us anything for next week and let the people know where they can find you at?
You guys can find me on Wager Talk all the time, every single video. I'm hanging out with Skee and Jay on Mondays. On Wednesdays, I'm hanging out with Marco and Joe. On Thursdays, I'm with Drew Martin Betts. Also Adam Trigger, Dave Koken. So it's going to be a fun week. Lots of ahead. Like paying more attention to what game is going to be in Atlanta. London. I completely forgot that we're going to start this week. So keep an eye out. That is an interesting situation. There are some stats. I'll ask Ralph for those as well. And just appreciate you guys having me on every Monday.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on as well. Skee, what you like and like anything on tonight's game, and let the people know how you've been doing over there. Wager Talk is $9 Mondays at Wager Talk as well, guys. Go check us out. As always, it's Skee. What you got going over there, my brother?
Yeah, like you said, find me at Wager Talk, and how I've been doing. I said it in the beginning. 61% on the NFL season so far, and 3-0 on my top play. So I'm gonna continue to do my work throughout today, and I'll have my top play out there later today for $9 Monday.
I like it, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. It was really a huge weekend, really Saturday and Sunday, man. But let's keep it going this week. Not getting complacent, always trying to get some cash, man. It's us against the bookies, trying to take them to Smack City. You see what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share the show if you can. And we out. Until next time, let's get some cash.